Hello and welcome to another Legions Imperialis themed edition of Life of Die. I'm Gordon, the regular host, and once again I'm joined by my epic cohort, Craig. How you doing, Craig?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Good stuff. And so, yeah, we're going to be playing a slightly bigger battle than we did the last time. It was, what was it, 750 the last time, I think?
Yeah, I think it was about 700.
And so this time we're up to 1,000 points, and yeah, we're going to get trying out some Titans as well, which is quite exciting. So without further ado, let's have a look at the forces.
This is roughly 1,000 points of Marines. We've taken the Raven Guard Legion again this time. And we've got two formations. We've got the Legion Demi Company here, who consist of the two core units of Tactical Marines, and they've both got two Plasma Gunners stands each in them. We've also got another core detachment of Tactical Marines with 4 missile launchers. We've got a squad of Terminators, we've got a squad of Assault Marines, and we've got the 4 Dreadnoughts that form up the Talon there. And then for the second formation, we've got the 2 Kratos Super Heavy Battle Tanks, we've got the 2 Sicarans, and we've got the squad of Predators. And then supporting them in the Legion support choice, we've got a Warhammer Titan, and it's armed as seen with the Swarmer missiles and the Incisor pattern meltagun. Alright, so we've got roughly 1,000 points of Solar Auxilia here as well. It's all a single formation, so we've got the Las Rifle Tertios, each with 2 flamers in them. We've got the Velataris Storm Squadron of the Axes, we've got the Charonite Ogrins, squad of 4 of them, and supporting them we've got the Heavy Sentinels, Lehman Rust detachment, Nalcadors. For transport we've got the Arvis Lighters, so we're going to try them out today to probably get those Velataris Storm guys up the field a little bit. And then supporting them, the pièce de résistance, we've got this Reaver Titan, which is a lovely model from Gordon's collection, and I'm incredibly scared about facing it because of its weapons loadout, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Obviously we're breaking the rules as written slightly in terms of how many points you need to be able to field a Titan, but we really just wanted to get them on the field and play with them. So yep, our toys are our rules. Okay, so the mission today is forward push. That's what we've rolled up. It took us a little bit of fiddling to get the objectives placed in what we think is the correct fashion, but essentially it's going to be 2 objectives each in our sort of back lines, just beyond our deployment zone, 2 in the middle, and then 2 in your opponent's back line as well, or your opponent's kind of back quarter there. So the way it works is your backline objectives are worth 3 VPs to you, the middle ones are worth 5, and then the back ones are worth 9 per turn, and then vice versa for your opponent. So yeah, it's obviously been designed to encourage a lot of forward momentum, which kind of suits me, because as the Raven Guard, as you can see, I've got my guys fairly well deployed forward using their infiltrate rules, so we're going to test that out as well and see if it really is as overpowered as the community would suggest, which could be interesting. We also both rolled up our secondary objectives, and we both got a 6 as one of them, and we've both chosen Defiant as our secondary objective. So that kind of is counter to the main objective in as much as we need to hold our back lines. So our deployment zone in this case is only 4 inches in, and we need to hold that, or have the most amount of tactical strength in it at the end of the game, and we'll get 15 VPs if it's uncontested. So yeah, lots of tactics to think about. Okay, so for my deployment then, I've got a squad of auxiliaries who are here, which have got las rifles and flamers. I've then got the Malcadors, these 2 guys, so they've got the Vanquisher battle cannon and the hull-mounted demolisher cannon, and they've also got heavy bolter sponsons for infantry. I've got some Sentinels here, some Ogrines. These are my Power Axe guys. I'm not actually deployed, they're on the flyers. Then got my Reaver Titan, which is coming armed with a Vulcan Mega Bolter, a Gatling Blaster, and a Volcano Cannon. So that's what that's got. And last of all, I've got my Lehman Rust squadron, which they're coming armed with the Vanquisher Battle Cannon, and also 1 mounted las cannon. Okay, so I've deployed my Raven Guard, and I've got the Sicarans and the back quarter here with the Omega Plasma Rays, and then I've got a squad of Predators with them. They're just all las cannons all day. I've got my Titan hiding behind this building here. Can't bring him in. He's slightly, obviously, weaker than Gordon's Reaver, so I might just need to keep him back for a little bit. I've got my Kratos heavy battle tanks here with the battle cannons and heavy bolters, and then I've got my Dorado dreadnoughts, who are all armed with las cannons in this game. And then my infantry have all infiltrated, as is their way, so I've got my command squad and tacticals with plasmas in this building. I've got my missile troops with tacticals in this building. Got another squad of tacticals and plasmas in this building. I've got my assault squad in this building, and then I've got Terminators deep striking in at some point as well. It'll be interesting to see how the Ravenwing infiltrate works out for me, if it's maybe a wee bit too far of a stretch.
Okay, we're pausing the movement phase here as my auxiliaries are charging at close combat with Craig's
They're just tactical marines.
tactical marines. You get first fire orders, so you get to fire at them and say attack the...
Yep, so it's kind of Overwatch, yeah. So everything will be hitting on 60s because you're -2 to fire when you're on Overwatch, but they get double the bolter shots because they're coming into close range. So I'm going to get 8 bolter shots and 2 plasma shots, and you won't be able to save against the plasma shots. So 1 bolter shot is all that comes out of that.
Wow. Okay, so 1 save, 6, and I don't get it.
Okay, so it's at the end of the turn 1 movement phase, and for the Raven Guard, I've pushed all the tanks forward. Most of them are on march orders. In fact, most of my non-infantry was on march orders to try and get up the field a little bit. So yeah, the Marine tanks move quite a distance. Like these Sicarans move 10 inches, so on the march they're up to 20. So I'm getting right into Gordon's
Face.
Getting into his face. Exactly. But likewise, we've been met with stuff coming into our face as well. So it's. Yeah, it's maybe a quick and bloody battle, this one. Obviously my troops in the buildings more or less stayed where they are. You saw the dismal Overwatch shooting a minute ago there, so yeah, they're going to have to face the brunt of these auxiliaries trying to get in the fire doors here. My assault marines though managed to get a jump on sentinels, which is good, and so looking forward to that battle. In terms of your flank on my right here, your Titans just kind of lumbering forward. The Lemon Russ are just driving up the main road, and I've just, like I say, tried to keep everything out of line of sight. One thing I've got here with the Titan, we've got a little bit of a shot on, a little bit of a Titan on Titan potential here. I've got a little bit of cover, but yeah, I don't fancy the Warhammer's chances on a stand-up fight. Anything else to add, Gordon? You dropped off your Velatars storm section.
Yeah, occupied, garrisoned the building.
Yeah, so they've got free reign next turn to charge wherever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a bit cagey, is it? Well, for me.
I don't think so. Well, I don't think so. I really had to react to everything that you're throwing up right in my face. I know you're going to be taking most of the objectives this turn, which is not great for me, but
yeah.
We'll see what happens. It's going to be brutal anyway. That's good.
My first fire, and all I've got is the missile detachment, or the tacticals with missile launchers in this building here. So we're going to pour everything into the Malcadors because we're slightly worried about their demolisher cannons ruining their day. So it's going to be 4 missile shots hitting on 4s with a -1 AP. 2. So -1, you'll be saving on 4s.
Yep. Oh, both saved.
Well done.
Nice.
Okay, so we're into the close combat section already, and we've got the 6 auxiliaries versus 6 marines. So we've worked out the auxiliaries will be +2 CAF overall because of their side-by-side fighting rule, plus on the charge. And my marines will get +2 for being in the building and +2 for being marines. So I'm at +2 advantage overall. In that one.
12.
12.
Yeah, I beat you.
Got me. Yep, well done. 6.
9. Not one of yours.
No. Well, that's a standoff, is it not?
No, you get +2. 12 beats 10.
Oh, sorry, the 2.
Yep, you win. Last one. And I get that one just.
Okay, so the combat turned out to be a draw. We both lost 3 units each, and in that case, basically nothing happens. They stay engaged. neither of us make morale checks. Okay, next combat we've got the Assault Marines versus the Heavy Sentinels. So the Heavy Sentinels get 0 CAF and the Assault Marines get a +3 but +1 for charging, so I'm going to go +4 overall to you this time. Oh, I should have went a different colour dice.
It's fine, you won that one. Oh,
Yeah.
dead.
That's dead. Got it again.
Ugh.
Oh, wipe out.
Yeah.
Okay, so the result of that combat was all 4 Sentinels wiped out.
Yeah, brutal.
Right, so we're into the advanced fire phase, and I'm going to use my Warhound Titan to fire his swarm missiles into the Reaver at the back there, so hoping to strip his shields. So I've got 8 dice hitting on 5s. So here we go. 3 shields off. Okay.
Okay, so my Lehman Russ tanks, 3 of them have line of sight to this central building with all your Marines on it. So they're going to fire both their Vanquisher battle cannon and their Las cannon in range. We've checked the range. So they're all 4s to hit, 6 dice. None of the modifiers are going to come into play because it's only for against tanks. They're all kinetic tank weapons.
So be 6s then.
Nothing.
Welcome to my world. Right. All I've got for advanced fire is my Predators, so they've got a shot here against the Argus Later poking out the cover there. So hitting on 4s with the red dice being accurate so I can reroll misses. We'll reroll this one. No. So just 2 hits at -1s.
5's to save.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Okay, my Malkadors then are going to respond. We'll deal with the bit that's less exciting first, which is point defence. They've got 12-inch point defence, which allows them to fire at troops. This is the one time you can split fire, I believe.
That's right.
So point defence is going to them. So 4 dice, 5 or 6s. Just the 1.
Just the 1, and I'll get a 5-up save against that. He's fine.
Okay, nice. Now the bit that's more interesting. So I'm using my Demolisher cannon, which I'm going to fire at this building. I get a +1 to fire at a structure.
Yep.
So I had to make a decision whether I'm going to fire at the troops or the building. I want to take a building out, that'd be much more exciting.
Yeah, first one's on YouTube to bring down a building. We just need to fudge it just to change it in post.
Well, let's not do that.
No.
Right, so 2 dice, 3 or more to hit. Let's see what happens. I get my 2 hits.
Okay.
So you have 2 saves to make.
So yeah, buildings save on 2 dice. So these are just standard Civitas buildings. So we've got a save normally of 7. That'll be going to 10. So I need to get 10.
Twice.
10 on 2 dice. So first one's through.
So it's a wound in the building.
Wound on the building. They've got 2 wounds. Yeah. Oh, and the building's done.
Woohoo!
Right now what happens? Okay, so before the building comes down, I've got to make saves for all my guys inside it, so they basically hit by a -1 AP weapon, effectively. So 6s to save them. 1. Right, so 1 survives, and I guess they'll be going on to fallback order there as well, or they'll do a morale check as well, because they've lost more than half the unit. Yes, and they're going into fallback.
Just to add insult to injury.
In fact, yeah, even within the command radius, he's still going into fallback. So yes, we'll back in a second. Okay, and by the wonders of television, we return with a destroyed building and a new piece of terrain. So yeah, building's down, 5 guys dead, 1 remains on fallback orders. Excellent, good result, I think.
Yeah, I'm fairly happy with that, I have to say. It was worth doing that. I'm glad I did. Okay, so my Reaver's going to fire, which is an exciting moment for me. Can I just point out about this Titan? This was Simon Fern, who's painted a lot of my Judge Dredd stuff, which you may see in the channel as well. This is the first time it's ever got play. It's really a display piece for me, but I never had the use for it because all the other scale Titans we had were it just didn't fit with them. So I'm really excited to use this. Thanks again, Simon. I love this miniature.
Show me rolling ones.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll start. What he's going to do then is Vulcan Mega Bolter is going to target this the guys in this building.
Yep.
Which he's got the range for. I've checked the range. Gets 9 dice against them. It will be 6s to hit. His other weapons, he's been firing his Gatling Blaster and his Volcano Cannon. Thank you. Will be going into your Titan, but because the Titan's touching the building, I get a -2. So effectively, more or less everything is going to be hitting on 6s. The single red dice for the volcano cannon is the one exception, because that's normally a 2+, but it'll be a 4+.
Sure.
So let's just go for it. Oof! Yeah, there's a cocked dice in there, so reroll that. That's a miss. So let's figure this out. So that's 2 hits from the Vulcan Mega Bolter, so that's 2 troops stand, so we're getting hit with that. 1 hit on the Titan, 2 hits, so yeah.
2 shields.
2 shields gone.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, could have been.
Alright, let me save my troops potentially, so we'll get a -1 then, with light AT I think, as far as I know. Either way,
5 and a 1.
5 and a 1, both deep. So we're into the end phase now, and we've both got some shields to hopefully recover, so I'll go for my Warhound first of all. 2 shields back.
Yes, and I've got 3 4-mores. I get 2 back as well.
Excellent. Okay, casualties at the end of turn 1. Yeah, I've taken a bit of a pounding, or at least my infantry has. So I've lost 12 stands in total, out of a break point of 17, did I say? And then you've only lost your sentinels and a couple of, or 3 of your laser auxiliaries, so you're nowhere near broken yet. Right, so here we are at the end of turn 1. We've done all our administration. In terms of my guys in the building that survived, they've fallen back, failed their morale, and now they're going to fall back again next turn, so they're out of the fight effectively. So in terms of objectives, we've each essentially got the same. We've got our own backline objectives. We've each got one of the middle objectives.
Yep, I've taken that one. You're close enough to get that one.
Yep, that's right. But you've got the 2. You've got the 2 in your backline as well.
Yeah, and the only reason I do is because my troops have.
They've got a higher tactical strength
higher
because
tactical
of
strength.
line and close quarters fighting, whatever it is. They basically get a +2 to their tactical strength overall.
Yeah, which means I've held it, which is quite lucky for me, because that doesn't feel very fair, because it's really 50-50, but anyway,
no,
I'll take it.
Exactly,
I'll take it.
Exactly.
So yeah, it was quite an exciting turn. I mean, obviously that was the crucial moment, was taking that building down, and that's why your casualties are mostly as heavy as they are. I don't think you would have suffered anywhere near as bad. Well, you wouldn't have suffered anywhere near as badly. So yeah, that was a exciting first turns.
Absolutely, yeah, it's been interesting. I'm not sure if the Raven Guard's big push up or the big infiltrate has been paid off yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, still plenty up for grabs.
Absolutely. Right, so this is us at the end of the turn 2 movement phase, and again it's been a good bit of movement, I'd say. My Titan is lumbered forward slightly. Kratos and Contemptor Dreadnoughts have all piled into the middle, as has your Layman Rust Gordon, so there's going to be a massive tank battle in the middle here, I think. My command squad has been a bit sneaky, and they've marched all the way over to grab this backfield objective, which, if they survive there, will be beneficial for me. Likewise though, Gordon has used his little hover mode flyers, which we were pretty happy they can grab this objective, because they're in hover mode, which makes them effectively skimmers, so they can hold objectives as far as you can tell. I need to check if they've got a tactical strength value or something specific to them, but yeah, as far as we know, we're having them grab this objective, which is fine.
Yeah, that's a tried and tested
some
strategy.
Some stuff never changes.
Stealing objectives, mate.
Exactly. So my Predators, they just rolled back a little bit because I thought he was maybe going to charge in with these Velataris. So they're just pulling back a little bit to hold this objective for sure and get shots off. The Sicarans have moved around, and they're going to get rear shots hopefully on these Malcadors, which have also pushed forward. It's all getting a bit hairy here around this building, around the backline objective. So my assault troops were jumped by the Ogrins, so they'll have ridiculous calf against them coming up. And then your other Velataris squad, or Auxilia squad, have piled into this building to get involved in this engagement. Last but not least, my Terminators have deep striked in this backfield to get involved maybe next turn. So yeah, it's going to be a bloody one, I think.
As always.
Of course, of course. So let's see how it goes when it comes to first fire.
Okay, so there's only one first fire, which is mine, which is my Reaver Titan, and I have a target-rich environment. The problem is I don't have enough dice to deal with them all. So the Vulcan Mega Bolter is going to fire at these guys in the building, which will all be 6s to hit. The Gatling Blaster is going to target the Dreadnoughts that are out and open. And finally the Volcano Cannon is going after one of these. What are these?
Kratos.
Thank you. Okay, first of all, Vulcan Mega Bolter's wanting for 6s to kill these tacticals. Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
3 of them.
3, okay. Something we missed the last time was I was just doing basic saves for these guys in the buildings, but they actually get a 4+ cover save, so I'll be taking advantage of that this time.
Yeah.
1, so 2 guys dead. Just take the 2 tacticals, yep.
And then the Dreadnoughts next. 4 dice, 4 remorse. Oh, just 1.
That's a -2, so they'll just get their 6 save. Hey.
Oh, even worse. Finally, at your Kratos with the Volcano Cannon. 2+5.
That's minus ridiculous, is it?
-4.
Okay, so 6 up save. Oh, no, and it's engine killer something, so
4.
It's insta-death for him then, yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
That makes up for the Dreadnoughts.
And I will then need to do a morale check. He's fine. Right, into close combat in this big Sturmash. So we've worked out that my 3 Assault Marines will just fight the 3 Auxilias that were fighting in the last turn first. And then you've piled in with the other squad here, so each of them will end up with at least 3 secondary attackers, or 2 secondary attackers, sorry.
Yeah, so that's the dice numbers will represent how many's piling in them basically. So, but you get a +4 calf.
Yeah, against the first 3 I'll get +4 calf, and then I'll be down to +3 after that, because you'll get the bonus for charging in with the second lot. So if we get that far, let's say.
So let's deal with the first lot of.
Yep, sure thing. 6.
10. You won that one. Yeah, you won that one. And you win that one. Okay, so that's my original squad wiped out. We're into the second wave now. So I'm now going to be rolling 3 dice. And you're normally +3 now because I've got this charge bonus for charging into the building.
Correct.
12. Yeah. Second one. Oh, rubbish. 8.
Standoff?
No, you win. 9. You get 9.
9, yeah.
10, you win that one as well.
Yeah.
Well done. Next round, I'm now up to 4 dice. And, oh no, have I done it? 12, 14, 13. Unlucky.
Last guy for me. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead. He's dog meat. Excellent.
So,
well, they did a good inning, so what did
they did pretty well. I lost 5 out of that one
3.
for your 3.
Yeah, I'll take that. Right, and the result of that combat means that my infantry company is now, or my infantry formation is now broken, so I've just popped down little broken tokens to remind myself of that. So in Legions Imperialis, the broken formation loses 1 to its morale when doing morale checks, and I can only place them on charge or advance orders going forward.
Because I won that close combat, my guys have got now garrisoned the building, so I feel a wee bit happier about that objective at least.
Yes, absolutely. And now we're into the next round of close combat, which is going to be the Sharonite Ogrins charging into the Assault Marines. So Assault Marines +3 base calf, Sharonite Ogrins +3 base calf, but you'll get +2 for Furious Charge, and then you've got an extra dice for Rend. So
die.
Yeah, this could be interesting.
Oh. I think I've already won it. Second one.
Ooh, nope, still done me.
Still done it. Chance there.
No.
Unlucky.
Yes. So that's a
total
wipeout, yeah, as has been the experience of a lot of people doing the same fight. Massive decisions on my part here, so I'm the first to advance fire, and I've got lots of targets, but I've done the maths as best I can, and I don't think I'm going to be able to take out the Lehman Russ or the Titan with my Warhound this turn, certainly. So instead I'm going to fire the Incisor Pattern Melta Cannon into the Malcadors, because they're just in range. And then I'm going to drop the Swarmer Missiles onto the Ogrins. I think that's my best chance for success. So we'll see how it goes. So I'll get 8 shots with the Swarmer Missiles, hitting on 5 with the Ogrins. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Not a single one.
That is unbelievable.
Ooh, they are rapid fire. What does that mean? Okay, that was a wash. Yeah, rapid fire, just for noting, is that any hits are doubled effectively. So no hits means no doubling. Double zero is still zero, unfortunately. So next up, the incisor pattern. Melt a gun into one of these Malcadors, and it's just a single shot at this range. And it's hitting on 4s with a -3, but it's also accurate, so it's a hit anyway. -3, so you'll be a 6-up save, please. Oh no! Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Craig, that's horrible.
It's alright, it's alright.
Okay, before my Malcadors get a doing, they're going to return fire at the Titan. By the way, we don't think we mentioned it, but we're saying that the Titan could see them, but I can't see your dreadnoughts in your tank because of the
yeah, they're classed as obstructing terrain, the runes now, so you can't see through them. You can see into them and out of them. So yeah, we've just decided because the height of them, we can shoot each other. So
okay, 2 dice, 4 remorse.
Oh, 2 hits,
2 hits,
shields.
2 shields gone.
So back to me, and I'm going to use my Contemptor Dreadnoughts with their twin-linked las cannons to fire at your Lemon Russ. So 4 shots, they are accurate though, so if any misses I get to reroll. I'll be hitting on 4s. And I'll be rerolling those 2, so 3 hits at -1, so we're looking for 3 plus saves, please. One die, so
yeah, one go.
And they're all the same in terms of weapons, so.
And I can choose, can't I?
Yeah, you get to choose.
Okay, so my Legion Russ are going to fire, and they're going to ignore the dreadnoughts I've just fired, and they're going after your Kratos.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got 3 dice with, they've each got a Vanquisher battle cannon, which will hit in 4s. It's also got Armour Bane, which will come into it. So that's the red dice, and they've also got the Unmounted Las cannon, which is also 4 or more, but that's a -1.
Yep.
And doesn't have Armour Bane. So 4 or more. Okay, so that's 2 with the Vanquisher, and 1 with the...
Right, so I need to do my Armour Bane. I'll do the Armour Bane ones first.
So these are -2.
-2, so 4 ups. 1's through, and then I need to reroll the 6 as well, because it's Armour Bane. Both through, is that?
Yeah.
Excellent,
Toast.
well done. Never even got to fire a shot. Oh no, I did fire a shot, but yeah. It's back to me, and I've got my Sycarans here who are going to kind of do the split fire thing with the point defense. So the point defense heavy bolters are going to go into the Ogrins, and then the Omega Plasma Array is going to go into the back of these Malcadors, hopefully. So they've both got hull mounted and sponson heavy bolters. So that'll be 8 dice going into the Ogrins, hitting on 5s. 2. No minus, so you're
6s.
Oh,
1.
1 saved. Oh my
sorry,
god.
Craig.
Oh my god. Alright, I need to swap dice for you next game. Okay, that was fairly miserable, but the Omega Plasma Array now, so 2 shots, hitting on 4 this time. They are accurate, but that's fine, they don't need it. And I'm going to give you a -2, goes to -3 with a rear arc. So you've got 2 wins as well, remember.
Okay, 7 and 6s. Neither,
So 1 dies.
Preference?
No, it's all yours, you get to choose. They're both the same. But you do now need to do a morale test on them as well.
Okay.
Are they within 10 inches of your... Oh, yeah, I think you're okay, you're in within...
Because it counts for the whole build?
Yeah, 8 inches legat.
Yes.
Yeah, just. And I've got the Terminators who are just in range of the garrisoned auxiliaries here, so I don't get my bonus for assault, but I do get accurate, so hitting on 5s with 4 dice. Or hitting on 6s, sorry, it'll be because of the -2, so I need to reroll them all. Not a 1. Oh well. Okay, so the last of my units to fire is the Predators here, so they've got the all las cannons all day, and they'll be firing into the storm section of the Velataris, so it'll be 6 dice. The red dice will be the accurate ones, and everything will be hitting on 6s. 1, and reroll all of these. 2 hits, and that's, you get your 4-up cover save, though, for being inside the building.
Oh, well saved.
Well done. Right, so we're in the end phase now, so I've got a couple of shields to recover, potentially. Yes.
Oh, well done. And I've got 1 still for my Reaver. No.
And then I've got a fallback, a morale check for this guy. He's okay now, he's back in the fight. Excellent. Right, casualties. So, what have you done to me? You've destroyed my Kratos outright. You have broken the infantry company for good as well. So, yeah, I'm not looking great for my side of things. Your side of things, what were we at to? 15?
Yeah, 15.
15 casualties, 15, so I need another, you think, to break you. Yep, so, yeah, it's pretty brutal. So all said and done at the end of turn 2, and objective-wise, we've again mirrored each other in terms of we've both held on to one of our backfield objectives and also lost one. And we've also both held our middle objectives, so we worked out that was 17 points worth of objectives each this turn.
And we had 11 in the first turn.
We had 11 in the first turn, so we're even Stevens on terms of points as we go into turn 3.
Okay, we're in the movement phase here. Craig's Terminators are assaulting my building here, so I'm going to snap fire at him. So I've got 4 shots with the standard tactical guys, which are going to be 6s to hit. I've also got my commander who's got 2 weapons. The first one, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Archaeotech pistols, which will be the gold dice, which are accurate, so I can re-roll that. And the second one's the Volkite Chargers, which have Deathly Great.
Yes.
Which means I can possibly get a second hit.
Yeah, maybe we could.
So, 6s across the board, basically. Not a single one.
Yeah, one of them's accurate, so you can re-roll.
Yeah, so that was a gold dice. 4, no improvement.
Movement phase over with. So, what have we got? The Predators have just stayed put in the end to hold this objective, with the thoughts of maybe coming back a bit to claim their secondary objective, but that's 2 turns away, so doesn't bear thinking about at the moment. My previously broken missile troops have just occupied this building again in the middle, and Gordon has opted to keep his little transport Arvis Lighters down here for potentially grabbing objectives later in the game. More interesting, of course, in the middle is my Titan has again sailed it up to get a bit of cover from his adversary across the table there, and so he'll be getting a bit of cover from him, whilst also still hopefully getting some shots into the Leman Russ here. Leman Russ have moved forward to contest this objective with the Dreadnoughts, and your Velataris Storm Squad have also left their building and now occupy this rubble, potentially to do another jump next turn, so they're staging themselves. Got a bit of a tank face-off here with the Malkadors and the Sycarans, and then this ever-contested building. So this was good. This was your dread. So my Terminators charged in, as you saw. You fluffed your point defense on them, or your Overwatch on them. That's fine. But then using your tactical genius, or whatever it's called, the trait
Master Tactician.
You then changed the Ogryn's march order to a charge and have been able to sidle in and pile in. So these Terminators aren't looking as hot as they were a minute ago, to me at least. Over the side, you were still on first fire with the Reaver, and my command section has just done a little bunny hop, still contesting this objective, or still holding that objective, and maybe getting some rear shots with the plasma guns at the back of these Leman Russ, but that's where we're at. We'll be going to the first fire phase. And it's my first fire because I won the initiative again, so I've got the 2 plasma arrays firing into the Malkador here, so it's 2 dice, accurate, hitting on 4s, 1 hit and a reroll.
So 1 hit, -2, it's 3 or more usually, 5 or 6. No.
So it's a wound. So as this detachment's down to half strength again, we're losing a wound, we do another morale check. And he's okay again because he's still within 8 of the Legat commander, I think. Do you want to just double check?
I don't think he is.
He's on the edge of the building.
No, he's not.
He's not? Okay, well he's on fallback then.
The Reaver Titan then, once again, the Vulcan Mega Bolter is determined to get rid of these guys. It doesn't mean I would get the objective back until I get somebody in there, but at least I can clear them out, then I know I can take it back. So 9 dice with the Vulcan Mega Bolter, looking for 6s. Oh, that's pretty good. 3.
I'll get my 4-up saves. I think my commander, wait a minute, just double check. I think my commander might get something special. I'm probably not been doing this, so it's a bit late to bring him in, but invulnerable save 6 he's got, so I better do him separately then.
I was thinking, well, did it mean he gets a second save?
They've got a medic. Guy painted white to make him remind me that they've got a medic, so I'll get to re-roll wounds effectively. Right.
One save, so one of them saved.
One of them is saved, and then 2 died, and then I can Medicaid them because I've not been doing that at all. So it's like a 5-up feel no pain, I think it is. So 1 dies overall. Yes, right. Again, another rule I've forgotten every single time now is the medic. So yeah.
And also the Gatling Blaster and Volcano Cannon. I would love to go for that Warhammer, but I'm not going to. It makes more sense to go for these because I'm trying to get this objective.
Sure.
So the red dice will be 4s and the green dice will be 2s.
Oh, jeez.
3 hits.
3 hits.
One of which is the Volcano.
So we've got 6 up and vulnerable save anyway. Even against the Volcano Cannon, I believe. But we'll see. Right, so 3 hits. Looking for 6s. No. None. So that's dead, and a quick morale check. Nope. So they are away or they're falling back. So for the battle for the building continues here. So my Terminators, again, because I won the initiative, I get to choose a pairing off. So I've got 3 guys against your normal Tertio, and then I've got 1 against your commander as well. So my Terminators +4 CAF, +1 for charging gives them +5. You've got +1 for your close formation fighting and +2 for the buildings. So I'll be +2 overall with the first. We'll do the schlubs first.
You win that one?
Yes, I do. So yeah, I've got a +2 overall, is that right?
Yeah.
Can't see.
Standoff.
Oh, nice. Oh, jeez.
Get him that time.
Yep.
And the commander who changes it to +1 to me now.
Yep. Oh, you don't need it. Yeah, you've won that combat because you did more kills than me.
Does that mean you need to do a morale check?
Aye, I need to do a morale check, but I think this is going to be interesting because I think that if I fall back into your Ogrins, I'll just get killed. I think we'll check it anyway. Right. So come back in a second. Yeah, so again, reading through the rules for withdrawing from combat and stuff, it's all a bit messy and I'm not entirely 100% sure, but it looks like because they're still engaged and they can't withdraw, they're effectively destroyed. Is what we're playing as for the sake of not having to read through 3 pages of text. But yeah, correct us in the comments about that one. It's probably detailed somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure.
In fairness, the one note about that is these guys have 3d6 and they would be up to 4d6.
They were meant to be anyway. It doesn't matter. I wasn't even expecting to take out another Ogren. It's an interesting one that we can look more into when it matters.
Yeah, let us know.
Okay, my Warhound Titan is going to fire everything into the Legion Rust. So it is Swarm missiles, 8 dice, rapid fire, light AT, so you won't suffer any minuses. But rapid fire means if any hits are doubled or turn into 2 hits. So yeah, weight of numbers I'm hoping for here. And they are hitting on 5. My goodness, 1?
Not
1. So 2 then overall with rapid fire. 2 saves for you.
Done it, sorry.
It's fine. And then the Incisor, this one's hitting on a 4 melon cannon. Yes, good. This is better. This is a -3.
Okay, so 5 or 6 to save.
Christ.
I'm sorry, Craig.
It's fine.
Right, my Legion Russ. They're going to ignore this Dreadnought and they're going to go for your Titan.
Yeah.
Good. Red dice will be the Vanquisher cannon, which is it's 4 more, -2. The green dice are the Las cannon, which you're going to fire at it first because it might do more damage.
Yeah, you want to strip the shields of Las guns and then Las cannons and then
4 more. No, just the 2 thing, so it doesn't count it. But yeah, it's good, stripped.
It's all my advanced fires left now. So it doesn't really matter what order I do them in. I'm going to go for the missile launchers are going to fire into the Velataris Storm Squad here using their frag missiles. So that'll be 2 dice hitting on 4s because they ignore cover. 1 hit.
Okay, cover save.
Yep.
4 more. Saved.
Okay, these Predators stood still, so they've still got the range onto your command squad in there. So again, 6 dice, red dice are accurate, hitting on 6s. And I will re-roll these ones. Just the one, just the one. So you get your 4 up basic cover save on that one. Of course, of course, of course. There's last knockings now, so I've got my single plasma gun shooting at the back of this Lehman Russ here. So 1 dice hitting on a 4. Oh, we'll never know.
It was a 6 as well.
No. Oh, it's a 3. So at the end of turn 3, the casualties are... You're still not broken yet? I think I've got you down to, what did it say, 15 was it?
16 casualties, but I've got a wound in the Malkador.
Yeah, so you're basically you're one wound or one unit away from being broken, which won't make a massive difference at this stage of the game, I don't think. I'm definitely taking up the bulk of this table here. With the Marines, so they're still well and truly broken. The armoured company isn't broken yet, but again, it's not making a huge amount of difference to the game as it stands. This is the state of the battlefield at the end of turn 3. We both failed our morale checks for our withdrawing units, so they're back on fallback order. So my Contemptor has moved back to the back of the building here, and this remains on fallback orders, and your Malkador has done the same onto the back line, which is actually not bad for you because it means your secondary objective, Defiant, might get scored by him if he rallies, so he might be the hero of the day for you. Objectives wise, there's been a bit of movement, obviously, so you now hold both the middle objectives, so that's where you're getting a 10-point bonus on top of your 12 points of previous backline. And
yeah, I'm still holding that objective over there.
Yep.
You're still holding this one over here, so it's kind of as you were.
Yep. And I've got mine here, and you've got yours there. So you've now got 50 points total.
To your 40.
Yes. I think the Marines are very much down to the last dregs here. But
well, I feel the same way apart from the Reaver. To be honest,
I think the Reaver might be the last one standing. We'll see what happens. Maybe we're to turn 4, but this should be a quick one. Interrupting the movement phase here, so your commander is building hopped from here to there, but as he sprints across the street, I have elected to overwatch him with my Sycarans and their heavy bolters, because there's no minus to hit with point defense weapons when overwatching, that's what I believe, and it's a good time to hit them when they're now open, so why not? So they both got sponsons and hull-mounted heavy bolters, giving them 4 shots each, so that'll be 8 shots hitting on 5s. That's enough.
3, basic saves are 6. I get 1, so 2 of them.
2 of them dead, which is good though, because that forces a morale check, and I believe it breaks your formation, so I'm happy enough for that.
Okay, morale check. 4.
They're fine because it's the commander's 2 up, so everything is broken of yours now effectively, so it'll be a -1 to morale going forward, and they can only get advance or charge orders. Dropping the movement phase again, so Gordon's Arvis Lighters are bugging out and heading over to my other objective on the other side now. So I'm going to overwatch them with my missile launcher marine. So we're just having a bit of a debate about this. I don't know whether we can move and then overwatch. It seems potentially not the way, but that's kind of how we've done it for this game. So we'll continue doing it for this game and then work out later on whether that's right or wrong. It feels wrong to me at the moment.
I'm not worried because it applies to both of us.
Yeah.
You can move first and then overwatch. It seems to say that.
Yeah, I mean, you lose your order token when you do the overwatch, so you can't then fire in the later stages of the game, but nothing said specifically about moving and then doing it, because he's obviously moved in the previously. Anyway, we'll do it this time and then work it out later. So 1 shot hitting on 6s. Oh, is a hit.
Oh, well done.
And it's a -1, so you'll be a 5 up save, I think.
Nope.
Good. Lovely. And that's a morale check for them as well, please. And it failed. Yep, so they fall back now. Good question now is what happens mid-movement if you fail a morale check. Do you complete your move?
I would say it would happen there and then. I would be moving
maybe roll a dice on this one.
No, that's fine. I'm in full back now and I'll do that at the end of the turn.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like you were going to get the objective this turn anyway.
No, I could actually reach it, but I wasn't planning to. I was going to hide behind the building because these guys would just gun them down, so it's not going to make any difference.
No, it's good we're finding a few of the more interesting rules interactions out in this game at least, so Yeah, it's all good for long. So it's the end of the movement phase. Moved up the Predators slightly. Again, not entirely sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but that objective I think is fairly safe. So maybe going to push into the middle objective here if we need more support. And maybe if we go to another turn I might get up to the back end, but we'll see.
Malgrinds have moved around the back of this building, you can't see them.
So it's definitely not a safe option for me to get up there this turn or next turn. Your commander completed his charge or completed his march into this building, so you'll probably take this objective unless I can push you off of it. With my Sicarans I've got obviously less tactical strength there, so I'm kind of hoping to push your commander out of the building. In the middle here, it's all kind of kicking off. So I opted to charge my Warhound into the Lemon Russ as a bit of a, I don't know, just a bit of cinema really. I'm not sure it's the best option. Your Velataris were on march order, so they've kind of marched out but just to take the objective, but they can't engage this turn. My commander came out of the building and came into the back of the Lemon Russ, so that's all piling up. Your Reaver sauntered forward a little bit. Again, just being threatening, and we saw what happened over here with the snap firing. So again, we've decided just that, that flyer now doesn't complete the charge, it's on fallback orders. Again, I think he's got that objective due to tactical strength. So yep, it's looking interesting again as we move into the combat phase. So we're going for the big, well, not the biggest boy, but one of the big boys on the table first. The Warhound against the Leman Russ. So you've got 3 Leman Russ. I've got plus 10 calf, plus 1 for charging, don't forget that. So plus 11 to your...
Plus 2.
Plus 2, so plus 9 overall. Yeah. So. Oh jeez.
Well,
can you do it?
Oh, I nearly did.
Nearly, not quite. 3 dice now. Oh jeez. So 15...
Nah.
Oh no, you're not beating that. No.
Nah. Warhounds. Stamps in all 3 of those Lemon Russ.
Yeah, and my poor wee commander doesn't even get to fight now, he's just sitting in the open like a chump. Okay, back to me, and it's the advanced fire of these Predators into the Legate Commander and his building there. So again, red dice are accurate, everything's hitting on 6s. Nothing yet. Nope, no. Still nothing.
Alright.
The showdown.
The Reaver is going to go after your now out in the open Warhound. First of all, I'm going to do the Vulcan Mega Bolter, which is 9 dice, 5 or 6s, minus 1 to try and strip the shields. If any of these go beyond the shields, it will do nothing, but I just want to try and get rid of the shields first of all. I mean, you only got 1, haven't you? But it's still worth doing.
No, absolutely.
Nothing.
Wow.
9 dice.
But
yeah, it's not over yet.
Yeah, okay. That was brilliant.
It was appalling.
But
it's not over yet. I've still got my Gatling Blaster and then my Volcano, so I'm going to try the Gatling Blaster to now get rid of that ship and hopefully do some damage as well. 4 or more's.
Yes.
So the shield is gone, 1 save.
Yep, so it's 2 up save. What's your minus on that one?
The Gatling Blaster is minus 2.
Okay. So he's 5.
Oh, that was a critical roll.
It is. So the gist of this is, not to spoil it, you can't kill him in 1 shot with a volcano cannon. Yeah. Now, just to burst your bubble, but you can
bring him close.
You can get him.
Yeah. So I need to hit first of all, 2 or more. So let's see if I can get the hit. Just.
It's 4, so I need a 6. No. So okay. Engine Killer 3 means you apply 3 wounds to him, which means he's down to 1 health, effectively.
On the brink.
Right, so we're in the end phase and we're just going to show our rolls because this could actually be fairly important. So we'll do mine first. The Contemptor Dreadnought falling back, it's 10 inches because it's doubles its movement rate, follows it back into my deployment zone again. Now, does it pass morale? No, yes, maybe. No, it's a 3+ morale. So he's still falling back next turn, so he doesn't capture my secondary objective. But he's still got another turn. He's got another turn to recover. Yeah, basically. Your flyer has fallen.
He's going right back here. Yep. So let's see if he's back here. No, he's not. So he's still. Okay. I've got this guy over here.
Yes. So again, this will matter for you in terms of capturing.
No.
Interesting.
Okay.
We rolled for shields off off camera as well, so I've recovered both my Warhound shields, you've recovered your Reaver shield. So yeah, it's still a slugfest. Okay, back to the casualties, and again, there's not been actually much movement that turn there. I did manage to finally break your formation though, so yeah, we're both broken. I think the only thing that's not broken is our Titans and Armoured Company for me. Right, end of turn 4, and we're really, again, slapping each other with all we've got left. In terms of objectives though, there's been a bit of movement. So I've obviously held on to my backline because it's not went anywhere. The 2 middle objectives you've held on to. My other backline objective though I've taken back, so that's good, that's taken you away from scoring those 9 points. I hold on to your backline objective, so it gives me 9 points, and you've still held your other one there. So 15 points to me, 6 and 9 effectively, and then you've got 13, did you say?
Yeah, so it's now 55 points to you, 63 points to me.
Okay,
so it's, you've narrowed the gap.
Yeah, and this is definitely the final turn. We made it to a 5-turn game, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's unheard of for us.
Aye, absolutely. It makes things interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see what happens in the final round. Okay, so we're interrupting the movement phase. So Gordon, you've used your Storm Velataris to charge into my Commander and Plasma Gunner. So I'm going to overwatch you. So my Commander has combi bolters, which are accurate and assault, so I'll get two dice and I'll get to re-roll misses. Blue dice for the combi bolters, red dice for the plasma. That's 1, and I get to re-roll that on there. Cool, so just a 1 hit, no minus.
Oh,
of course it's fine. Of course it is. Right, turn 5, can't believe I'm saying it, turn 5, movement phase at the end of it. So what have we got? Predators sidle up here. I made a bit of a mistake with my Sicarians. I gave them march orders and then couldn't really put them anywhere, so I just kept them put to hold this objective, or to contest it hopefully. We're having a bit of a think about tactical strength here. If nothing happens with these guys, if all stays as it is, then you will still actually hold that objective due to the line rules and Solar Auxilia nonsense about them having higher tactical strength. So yeah, that's interesting. Your Ogrins have, so this again was a lot of maths we're doing here, because we're really into the vinegar strokes of the game, trying to eke out as many points as we can. So your Ogrins were on charge, couldn't charge anything, they then default to advance, and their 5 inches has just brought them back into your deployment zone.
Just and no more.
Yep, which will get you your secondary objective of Defiant.
Yeah.
Unless by some miracle they die, which is fine. In the middle here, both Titans are standing off on first fire, and your Axe Boys have charged into my command unit, who failed to bring any down with their overwatching, so yeah, that's going to be nasty for them. Similarly, my back line, I've pulled back my last stand of Missile Marines into my deployment zones to get Defiant. So yeah, I think we'll both score that at the end of the game, which is good. But yep, let's see what happens in the combat phase. My Titan is going first, so he's going to fire all his swarm missiles into your Legate Commander in the building here, in the hopes of flushing him out, and might as well just use his melter gun into the Titan opposite him. Has a bit of a finger in the air, maybe, more than anything. So 8 dice with the swarm missiles, and they'll be hitting on 6's rapid fire. Yep, 2 hits, so that's 4 hits in total then with the rapid fire.
4 saves are 4+. No. So, in fact, 2 of them, both of them are
yep. Good.
Well done.
Excellent.
So that takes that objective back.
And yep, as I said, middle finger from the incisor cannon now, hitting on 4s. Yes, take a shield away.
Okay, whatever makes you happy.
And that's him done.
Okay, my Reaver. I'm determined to kill your Warhound. I'm really...
Yep. I have forewarned Gordon that an explosion from this Warhound could mess us both up as well. But yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. So, Vulcan Mega Bolters.
You basically just need 1 hit here because it'll convert it into rapid fire and you'll strip the shields, and then that's all you can do with it.
Okay, 5 or 6s.
Yes.
Easily.
Shields are gone. Okay, right. Now he's on 1 wound, so any to go through and actually cause a wound is game over for him. So
yeah, so 4 or more with the red dice, which again are the Gatling blasters, 2 or more with the green dice, which is the volcano. Okay, here we go. Volcano misses.
Oh no.
You get 2 saves to make though.
2 saves of a minus
2.
What did we say? -2 4-ups. Oh,
it's gone.
Dead.
Yes.
Dead. Okay, right. We need to work out now what happens. I know there's an explosion though. Yep, right. Go for it. So we've worked out. So everything within 3 inches, which is all of these guys, are going to get hit on a 4+. So we need to roll for them, and then they'll suffer a -1 modifier. So I'm feeling okay. I think my Marines might be able to tank it, but let's see. So first of all, remove him. Replace with smoking crater or lots of flames. Lovely. Any excuse to get the tea lights out.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
thanks again, Simon. That was Simon.
That's another Simon one. Yeah. Right, so he's contributed a lot to the death of my my freshly painted Titan today. Thank you, Simon. Right, so let's do your guys first.
4 rolls
to see if
the
hit. Yeah.
4 or more. I don't want to roll well this time. Oh, okay.
1 dead.
What?
Well, yeah, because there's been no.
No, 1's hit. 3 are hit.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
It's 4 or more to hit, so.
Yeah, so 3 dead.
3 dead.
Because you're not beginning to save against that at -1.
Okay.
And we'll probably need to do a morale check for them as well, potentially. And for me, I don't know if it matters. Commander, I'll do the red dice as the commander, blue dice as the other one. So the other one is hit. Probably should have been the opposite way of you rolling for me and me rolling for you there, but it doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah.
So commander's okay, but the plasma gunner. Oh no, plasma gunner. He'll get a save. Sorry, 6 up.
No.
However, we both should probably do morale checks again there because we've lost half our strength. So my commander, he's okay.
I'm not.
He's not.
So fall back. That will give you the objective.
It will.
I regret nothing.
No,
up your warhound.
Absolutely. At this stage of the game, I think, I think it's absolutely worth it. Okay, the cinematics continue. So I actually didn't realise we're still engaged here. We're in the close combat phase. So your Velataris Storm Squadron, your Axeman, is swinging at my commander. So worked out the calf. You are +1 for charging. +1 for your calf. I am +4 for my calf, so I'm +2 at you, but then you get an extra dice for rain.
2 dice +2 versus 3 dice.
Oh, jeez. Yep.
Yeah, we
got me.
Yeah.
And that is game.
Yeah.
So we've done the maths, we've looked at the objectives, we've checked it 4 times, I think, right?
I think so.
So we'll just go from my end to the next. So I've got my 15 for Defiant. We both got that, so that's fine. Taken or held this objective, held that objective in my back end, so that's 3 for those. I've taken this one from you, so that's 5 there. You've held this one in the middle, despite everything. There's still a little Axeman holding out in amongst the flames, as is as well. He's got the suit on and everything to withstand it.
You still hold this one.
Yep.
And I've held that one.
Yep.
And I've taken my back line with the Ogrinds. Didn't bother. I might well have had it with these guys.
Yeah,
anyway,
it doesn't matter though. Yeah. So 35 points for me in objectives this turn, including my secondary. You got 8 in terms of objectives this turn.
Plus my 15.
Yeah.
So
the tables, or the pendulum swung right at the end there.
Yeah.
Into my favour.
90 points to you, 86 to me. Well
Brilliant.
done.
Yep. I'll give you a sweaty. It's a sweaty pal. There you go. So excellent.
Well done. That was really cool because to be honest, I thought the game was over after about turn 3.
I was considering conceding at one point.
Yeah. So it just shows you. It's interesting that it doesn't really matter whether you kill Titan. It doesn't really. We're used to second edition where breaking units is all about getting points, so you're trying to destroy the other units. This one is much more about holding the objectives.
Absolutely, yeah. So the Titans can actually use as a bit of a distraction and not really worth anything to lose them, I guess.
Yeah.
Obviously they're a big point sink, and with better dice rolls they could have really dominated, especially I think with your weapon loadout could could have been really horrible. Thankfully it wasn't, so it did make it a very balanced game in the end. Very close, of course. Yeah, no, that was really interesting. At this points value, I think we're kind of getting to the stage now where we're really seeing the tactical side of the game a bit more.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was great. I mean, obviously, I think there's a side of me that would like to see more Epic, but I like this as an alternate version of Epic that we can play.
Exactly, yeah. It's maybe a little bit smaller scale in terms of the size of the battle, but probably a bit more tactically nuanced. Maybe I don't know. I'm making up stuff now. It's been a long day, but yeah, to see a game through to 5 turns or to the end of 5 turns is much unheard of for us.
Yeah, and especially for it to be balanced all the way. So I think that is a big plus for these new this new way of playing.
Yep.
Because Epic, the old version, that's one of the things that can happen. Once one side gets dominant, it's very hard to turn that around just because of sheer numbers of breakpoints. Once one side's got a lot of stuff breaking, they're really in trouble. So yeah, that was great.
I like to do a wee flying overview while we're talking about this stuff, but there's hardly anything to show because everything's dead as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
A satisfying amount of slaughter.
Absolutely, yeah. It saves my packing up as well. I'll not have too much to put away now.
So, well, I hope you enjoyed this report. Thanks to everybody that's been tuning in. We've had a big influx of new viewers and appreciate that. And if you like Epic in general, there's loads of our stuff in the back catalogue. You can look back on our reports. But we're going to do more Legions Imperialis soon, so please consider commenting, liking, and most of all subscribing. And until next time, keep on living the life of Die.